I was, well, exercising my due diligence. I found something using Google Earth, but I quickly became sidetracked. The changing colors of fall, everything except the pines seemed to take on a rich color, exploding in hues of amber and rich yellows. A true show Mother Nature put on for us. I thought to myself, I'm truly blessed. I only get 80 to 90 of these in a good lifetime. Let's enjoy some of this fleeting fair weather, the last of the month. And, well, that offered at around 9,000 feet in elevation, before snow overtakes the mountain and things become a bit more difficult. Also, however, I truly found myself up here wondering about what I discovered using Google Earth. I found a strange looking building, almost completely constructed with metal. It clearly was reflecting the sun's rays in the satellite images I was studying. Further up from this anomaly, I quickly noted what appeared to be some sort of a rough village, a fading village from time, a few structures sprinkled about on top of this mountain. Undeniably, some sort of network of human interaction. Also, while studying the landscape around this village, I noticed something further in the brush. Some sort of stone structure, it looked like. Nearly hidden from space, but perfectly symmetrical. I was intrigued, curious what exactly lies so far above humanity's reach in the sky here. Was this a forgotten settlement? A distant site? What is it? And why was it way up here, nearly hidden from all view? Mountains still have some snow sticking around. You can kind of see it in this shaded spot. And today we're going to be high up in the mountains, very high in the mountains, to find. So I was researching the area and I saw some tall tale signs, some structures and things like that, and the history surrounding these structures I actually discovered, and it's super interesting. There was an avalanche that nearly wiped out a town, an unseen town, up here in the mountains, up at 9,000 feet. There was a town in the late 1800s that was built up here for mining, and avalanche and rock slide nearly wiped it out, ceased operations, and I'm going to inspect it. Look at this. All this stuff here. Bunch of machinery and different things here. Fuel tank. But look where I'm at. Nothing but the pines. This is a building I saw. There's a bunch of broken stuff up here. But look how far back this is. This is crazy looking. It's way up here. And we still got to go all the way over there. There's snow. Snow right here. Greta, you love that snow, don't you? Look at you. Look at this building. I can't believe it's withstood this. There is so much snow at this elevation. This thing is huge. And you can tell this up here is built after the town. This looks like 60s, 70s maybe. But it's strange how when you go to these sites, people understand the history of the area and they still try to make it. Look at all the tailings. Just this big reflective tin building way up here. It actually looks like that fell off. I think I was anchored on this wall. Really crazy looking. And everything's so dense. I mean, you can barely see back there. The forest is just so dark and dense. All this thick growth. You can hear water down there. Greta loves the snow. She would literally live up here, just on that snow patch, for hours. Look at this machinery over here. All these gears. Really interesting to look at. This looks like it was an old slough of some sort, or a dump. Yeah. Outhouse. All blown over. It's actually a shower. Stand-up shower right there. Wonder if they had some sort of cistern operation. A lot of steel work here. Yeah. Look at this thing. Guys, you're gonna have to let me know what this is. Oh, this is a shaker, I think. Huge trommel. It almost looks like a weld torch cut this. A welder cut this off, whatever it was on. That's huge to be up here. There's like a wire wrapped around it as well. Maybe so it doesn't bust when it was running, because it was already old. Yeah, I don't know the story of this building right here, but I do believe it is some sort of an operation that was going on up here. I don't know when it started or ended. It's just gorgeous up here, though. Now it appears there might be a car here, or some sort of machinery, but look at this rubble. Look at all this stuff. What is this? That is so crazy looking. It's like a motor of some sorts on this rock bed. We haven't seen something like this, huh? Yeah, spark plug's still intact. Made in USA. Does that say? Ward's Riverside. Look at this. This must be a head frame right here. Huh? Is that what this is?
Looks like it. Or was.
Yeah, this was a head frame. Stay out of there. Hey, get out of there. Yeah, she's all collapsed, but that shoots you straight down. There is car parts here. It's like an old hood. You can tell too, the whole side of this hill was dug out. Yeah, it's very Martian looking. Because it would have looked like this before all this mining, and you can kind of see how an avalanche. I mean, look how steep that is when you look up on this canyon wall.
It's really cool.
It's steep. It's very steep, and I'm seeing something way up there. It might be a stump or something, but let's keep going and see what's going on here. Looks like there's a couple cabins right there from the days. And there was another structure that I was looking at. I'm not sure where that would be, but you can actually still see the outhouse back behind it. Really crazy looking, huh? Look at this. Oh, there's a wood stove right here, just kind of chewing up. Look at that. Oh, wow. See the stones it's sitting on? Barely see them, but they're still holding on. Yeah. There another one is there. Yeah. The outhouse is all dug up. Too cool. I don't know what that is. It almost looks like a post filled with concrete. No, just dirt. Look at this. This is a well intact cabin here. And it sits right on a stream. We've actually seen that in another video on these high altitude villages or claims, but this is an actual city. And this city was wiped out by avalanches and rock slides, and it was just too difficult. You can see the terrain and everything. It's way up here. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. This was a pretty big house for what it was back in the day. See the old frame, bed frame, mattress. She's about done. Look at this. You see some of these creature comforts as well, and they're just amazing here. Yeah. This is some old cabinets. This was probably the kitchen, because here another wood stove is. It actually looks like they've had all the same models of wood stoves up here. We saw that front dampener on the ground out here. Really cool. Yeah. How flew is. Look at this view though. Isn't that amazing? One of the most beautiful areas I've been in. Just some amazing history too. So this is actually interesting. This was a well. See this? Look at this. This is a stone well way up here. Yeah, it's a stone well. Probably for this house, even though the house has a stream or brook running right under it. There's a stone well here. That very well might have been a bucket for the well. But I believe there's something back here. Back in here. Yeah, you see this? This is an old cabin. It's another one. There's more right there too, I'm seeing. There's a lot back in here that has endured, I mean, a lot of time. Actually, toothpaste too. Perhaps an outhouse. So I'm finding a lot of rock here that's broken. I'm kind of curious what's going on with this rock. Look at this rock. Just a mound of it. Doesn't get prettier than this though. Look at this. This is a gorgeous day to be up here. Probably one of the last before we get some snow and have to work our way up in these spots even more. And this rock just keeps on going and going. But there's actually a structure right here. Yeah. What is this? Wow. Look at that stone wall. Look at that. Look at all this. Oh my goodness. It's a stamp mill. It's a stamp mill. Look at all the lumber. This used to be a whole stamp mill up here. What the heck? Let's get a look at this. That's amazing. Just amazing. That it's way up here. And look at the wall. You can kind of still see some of the original construction here. Look at this. This is brutal. Holy cow. This is crazy looking. Way up here. Look where I'm at. That's wild. What is this? Alice in Chambers Company. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I wonder if this went on the Milwaukee Road. I'm almost thinking it did. And it ended up in the forest and mountains here. Unreal. Let's try to get close to that stone wall here. Hold on here. There's narrow gauge rail as well. I think we're actually close to the mine because I ran the rock right here. Look at this stuff. This wall, though, is amazing, especially for the times. I think there's some old carts here as well. Let's get a look at that. No, it definitely isn't. Yeah. How fantastic is that? Look at it. And it just goes to show you, humans have no bounds when they put their mind to something. Something like this, before automobile, before electricity, all kerosene. It's insane. It's insane. I mean, look where we're at here. And people were up here maybe 4 months out of a year. Someone was up here, and this was their job. It's phenomenal. And you can't find a lot of these stories just because it wasn't, at the time, noble work or a noble pursuit. It was kind of something you did when you had no other options. You'd come out west, you'd mine, and people frowned upon it. I mean, it was a sad deal. Nowadays, a lot of modern day miners have the upper hand on a lot of career choices and paths in life. And it's just interesting to see this here, right here, this old mine. And this is a stamp mill. That's what this is. This is a 4-piece stamp mill. And it was all brought up by mule and assembled piece by piece, bolt by bolt, nail by nail, lumbered post by lumbered post. And you can even make out the notches from this local pine that was used right here. And this is local stone as well, from when they were mining or opening up their portal. That's all local. The only thing they probably brought in was the mortar. Really cool. Really cool. Wonderful, fantastic find. Doesn't get any better than that. A real piece of history left to the mountains. Anyway, let's head down, check on Outback Jackie, make sure no mountain men got a hold of her and put her in their dungeon. She doesn't like being alone out here in bear country, especially fall, but I suspect most of them have moved to lower ground and are focusing on what they can forage or scavenge off hunter carcasses. Yeah, look at this. There's another wheel here. Right here, just in the middle of the path. A lot of things here. I wonder what that says. Illinois something. Chicago, Illinois. Right on that. You can actually see the hinges as well on that window, like they'd board it up over the winter and then come back in the spring. Interesting, really interesting little city up here. It's almost all but gone. When you look at the clouds up here, it almost feels like the earth's moving and you're sitting still. They're so close, moving so fast. The lighting up here just makes these old homesteads just look wild, especially the pines as well. There's just something about it. The old wood, the old tin, the old chimney. It's crazy. Someone once lived there and their life revolved around this entire area. it would be fascinating just to hear stories of this back in the day when people had to ride in on horse and wagon and mule. I mean, you can even make out here on, let me put my camera up, on this cabin, the hand hewn marks. It's fascinating. Look at that. It's all hand hewn. It's all from pine and log up here. Someone built this with their bare hands and some supplies from town. And it's still holding up over 120 years later. Check this door out as well. That's a bare door. See how thick that is? Good insulation, thick. Beautiful, beautiful. Walking around here as well, on our way up, look at this. See that pipe? It's got running water. It's a beautiful little stream. Now it looks like this is the whole town's mine. Check that out. Look at this. This is massive. Holy cow. It's so thick. A little muddy in here. And it goes way back. So many splits in it. Look at that. That's a dangerous one. Holy cow. It is huge in here. It's like a giant cave. Look at this. All this stuff. Oh, this is where it terminates. There's a bunch of different little stopes. It's like they dug in every nook and cranny. A lot of modern stuff though too. This goes way back. Looks like it has dynamite wire. Daddy Longlegs in here. Oh, this wire. It's like core bore all over. I'm not seeing the minerals though of what they were mining. Bunch of old ladders. Alright, we've inspected enough. Let's head out of here. This could go on and on. We're burning daylight on the mountain. I'll chat at you guys when we get out. Yeah, you check that out. That is an old ore chute. So they were pulling this ore from that mine to here and running it down the mountain with mule. That's from the late 1800s right there. It's crazy to think. I wonder what else is around here. We'll just take a minute here and appreciate this cathedral. Look at this, golden hour. Golden hour in the fall. Look at that. Just beautiful. Sun's just about below the mountains. We were way up there, way up there. And it was a fantastic day on the mountains. If you're still tagging along, I appreciate it and hope you're having a good day as well. Really happy to share today's Google Earth find with you and see what the future has in store. Beautiful day to share. Very happy with it. Interesting area and just some phenomenal country. And again, thank you for your time. Happy to share the day. Hope you're having a good one. I'll see you down the trail. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Vision, hiding in the dark. Well, I ain't gonna holler before I really bleed. Salvation, a quick fix remedy. You said I never could change. I thought I never could change. They said I never could change. Damn right I never would. Leave the light on. Leave the light on. Just leave the light on.